closing in on game time at Wrigley Field. It's the Diamondbacks and Cubs, next on the show. A good look there at the familiar ivy-covered walls of Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. Today, Getaway Day, the finale of this four-game set between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, as we get set to finish off this four-game set here today, let's check out what's happened so far.
Yeah, you see, not a lot of offense in that ball game yesterday. Runs, they were pretty hard to come by, but I have a feeling things could be different here. I expect a much more offensive performance from both of these ball clubs.
All right, EK, we'll get to Steve in a moment, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks as manager Kirk Gibson sets his 1 through 9 up this way. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. Marcell Ozuna will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes to start his afternoon.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound, and with that, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Adeiny Echeverria digs in at the plate. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Oh, man, he must have been looking for something else. That was a curveball that had "hit me" written all over it, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
1 out, nobody on. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here it comes. Here's one hit towards the hole. There's Zobrist to get it. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Well, this ball is hit hard towards the hole, and there's not a lot of reaction time there for a second baseman. But he's able to glove it, and he knows the speed of the runner going down the line, so he pops back up to his feet and makes a good throw to get his man.
Michael Lee will stand in now, and this is certainly a guy that can beat you in a lot of ways. Currently your National League stolen base leader. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And there's the full list of stolen base leaders in the National League. In there, 1-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Coughlin is underneath this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. And there's a look at the starter this lineup will match up against as you take a look at his line on the right side of your screen. And behind him, here's a look at the defensive alignment for Arizona. Ben Zobrist will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading up for the Cubs, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Come on, Cubs!
And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, not the spot to find yourself against a good leadoff hitter. Down 3-1 to start the afternoon? Not good.
Here he comes on 3-1. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
And remember, he's coming off a loss in his last start. So if he keeps doing things like walking the leadoff guy, he'll be in trouble here too.
Chris Coughlin will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Here we go.
inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. In the dirt here, but Suzuki's able to keep it in front of him.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
Sammy Sosa will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Good eye to lay off the knuckle curve that time, and he makes it a full count. 3-2, 1 out. You got him running at first?
First inning? Yeah, why not?
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning, and I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners, or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Nolan Arenado will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Fastball, and that ran in on him as he had to limbo out of the way that time.
I think you sit here and you start to wonder, is this guy going to find his command anytime soon? He's not just missing by a little. A lot of these pitches have been very easy takes for these hitters, including that pitch.
Not close. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
First and second now, 1 man out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Now 3-1. You can afford to look middle in and really turn on something if you get it.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now. 2-0. 2-0, bases loaded. You'll let him swing here?
Oh, this is a run producer's dream right here. I'd let him go, but only if it's his pitch in his spot.
There's a strike. It's 2-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Now you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3 and 2. He's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
Javier Baez digs in now with a chance to do a little damage and give his club the lead in the early going. First pitch coming. Out of play. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run. But you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. We've played an inning. No score. Thomas will stand in to start things out with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing, and he shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
You know, this is one of those cases where you have to know who your runner is out there. I mean, this is not exactly Ichiro busting down the line. He's got plenty of time to make this play, but he fires wildly, and they're going to hit him with an error.
Matt Kemp will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. And this is knocked down on the mound. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Batting sixth, first baseman.
Well, show motion's going to give us another look at this ball coming back at him, man. Oh, boy. You just don't have any time to react to something coming that quickly. He's lucky he's all right.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
Runners on the move for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw not in time as he steals second. So he can't make contact there on strike 3, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. Man at second here with 2 away, and set to go the second baseman, Aaron Hill. Kemp off a second, now the pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. For Kemp, his 3rd bag here in the month of April. No score here as we play inning number 2. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, curveball, then change up here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
Now a little dribbler up the line to first. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Number 7 will start things out. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9 to start out the home half of the second.
Number 7.
And they probably still can't believe they didn't get anything out of that first inning. They got the bases loaded, but just couldn't cash in.
First pitch to him. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Doug Bernier will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Hit hard to the right. Foul. And this is lined right back up the middle. And a base hit, the first of the game for the Cubs.
A lot of times, you've got to be a good bad ball hitter if you're going to hit in the 8th spot. I mean, you're going to get pitched around quite a bit when the guy knows a pitcher's on deck. That was excellent work there.
Number 41 will get his first cuts here. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. Echeverria for one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball's butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Ben Zobrist will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is foul for the first strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this ball swung on and hit on the ground back up the box. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. Will move to the third with no score. Kurt Suzuki will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. First pitch of the inning here is wrapped right back from where it came, and that'll get into center field for a leadoff single.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Alex Meyer will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike one.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Well, you have to imagine that this one figures to be tight throughout the entire game. So that's a good job of getting the bunt down right there and getting that go-ahead run up to second base with just one out.
Marcell Ozuna will dig in for a second time, a strikeout victim opening up the ball game. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in two now.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only one out.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Head back to the desert, D-back.
Now here's the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And there's a base hit as the Diamondbacks are going to get on the board first. It's 1-0.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Michael Lee will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Let's kill the inning right here, okay?
Fouled straight back. Runners staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. 1-1. And that's taken up and in for ball two. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first two innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time, 2-2.
That's a major league curveball there. Those take a while to get used to, believe me.
Here's the 2-2 home. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The 3-2 one more time. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but foul. And he misses with that one, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Thomas will dig in here with a chance early on to give his pitcher a little cushion to work with. First pitch on the way. Circle change is cut on and missed, 0-1.
Okay, guys, stop the damage.
Here's a ground ball to first. One there. Onto the pitcher covering it first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Cubs nothing. Chris Coughlin makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Chris Coughlin.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Now the 1-2. And they tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Sammy Sosa will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. First offering on the way.
Here we go.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
Please win, Cubs.
And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Nolan Arenado will step forward now following the walk, as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Here's the first offering. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there. And there he goes towards second. In the dirt here. And no throw, as he'll just hang on to it.
Well, it's almost impossible to get the runner on a pitch in the dirt. And here, he's just making sure that this ball doesn't get by into the backstop. Do you see, he turns his glove over, gets big, and just tries to keep the ball in front of him, and he'll keep that runner from getting any further.
Now the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Miguel Montero waits on deck. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And he misses again. Ball four. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Yeah, back-to-back walks for him now. And he hasn't looked like he's wanted any part of these number 3 or 4 guys. He's going to have to shift gears now, though, because he's still got a dangerous number 5 guy ahead of him.
Miguel Montero will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Now both runners are breaking. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he just sneaks in there, and it's a double steal.
If you think about it, this is the perfect time to call for this. You know, your pitcher out there is having a hard time throwing strikes. He's not going to be as focused as he should be on the base runners, and they take advantage. That's a great call from the dugout.
And he takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Yeah, looked like he guessed right on 2-1. That was a good time to swing for the fences.
And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
Yeah, that pitch, it's coming back hard with a lot of tail to it, but just can't get in quite far enough.
Let's go, Miguel.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
With 1 out, definitely a strikeout situation with 2 men in scoring position. And that is a great pitch right there to pick up a very important second out.
Javier Baez will dig in now with a possible tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position here. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
All right, come. Bring him on home.
Way outside. 1-2. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. A couple of walks but no damage. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Matt Kemp will stand in now to get us going here in the
Leading
fourth.
off for the Diamondbacks, left fielder,
Come on,
Matt
Tubby.
Kemp.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Oh, yeah.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
That was a strike, Tom. Come on.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Woohoo!
And this is going to be a foul ball. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Oh, and hit a long way, but I believe this is going to get fouled. And boy, that thing might have wound up through a windshield on Waveland. Here's another 2-2. Oh, and Kemp fails to connect there as this is cut on and missed for the first out of the inning.
You know, obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll
Now
take it.
batting,
I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So
Trumbo.
even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Mark Trumbo will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
And as a baseball fan, it's fun to watch this guy pitch. As a hitter, when he's bringing it at 102, that part's not so fun.
Aaron Hill will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. And that's high for a ball. 1-0. And Hill able to lay off again. It's 2-0 now.
Let's go.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2. Here it is. Fouled straight back. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight, but they're up 1-0. Number 7 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Inning, center fielder, number 7.
Now the first pitch. Called strike 1 on the circle change. Good pitch. Runs up to bunt here and pops this one up. Meyer is there, and he has it for the out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Doug Bernier will dig in. He singled his first time around. Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ozuna calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
These are the types of balls where you worry about collisions out there. This ball's hit fairly sharply, almost exactly between the 2 outfielders, but this should always be the center fielder's ball if he can get to it. So he calls for it and he puts it away.
Number 41 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Kurt Suzuki will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The pitcher, number 52, Alex Meyer.
Alex Meyer will dig in. No official at-bat yet as he delivered a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Now the 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
That one's in there. 3-1.
Don't be surprised if he still doesn't have the green light on 3-1.
Let's go! All right, let's win!
And this ball will be chopped foul. And this is fouled straight back. And here's a ball hit in the air. Sosa is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like two totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. One run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Good arm action on the circle change. Swung on and missed. 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They lead it 1-0. Ben Zobrist will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Big Ben, come on, Big Ben!
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Looking good, Iowa. You got it.
And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. In the air to straightaway center field. Ozuna is there, and he has it for the first out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Chris Coughlin will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
A ball hit hard to the left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Sammy Sosa will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
So far, I think they've just singled him out and said, don't let this guy beat us. He hadn't seen much to hit at all.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Line to left. Kemp is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
That's one of the first balls they've really hit hard off him so far, and pretty fortunate that this one's right at his man for the out.
Nolan Arenado will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Here's the first offering. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. On a diving effort out there by Hill, but he comes up empty. It's a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
The batter, catcher,
Miguel Montero. See what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5.
Nice easy stroke. Let's go.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
The one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back for more from the north side after this. Adeiny Echeverria will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Now for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
One on the way. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Ball hit pretty well out toward left center, and the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
There's a look at his pitches by inning, and as you can see, he's hit 85 for the game now, so you have to think they're watching him pretty closely in that dugout.
Michael Lee will stand in, base on balls his last time. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Come on, Cubs!
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Thomas will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here's a check swing and a foul ball. 1-2 now.
He's just cutting his way right through the teeth of this order. They're not even putting up much of a fight.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. That's lined into left. He left that one up. It's a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Let's play some heads-up ball out there. Calm yourself.
Let's take a look at the sequence one more time. First pitch misses for a ball, then a strike there to make it 1-1. Then a swinging strike 2 puts him in the hole, bites off the fourth pitch foul. On the fifth pitch, bang, a solid single. That's a great at-bat right there.
Matt Kemp will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Give us the title, please, Cubby.
First pitch coming. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Strike 2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out with the man at first. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Javier Baez will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Come on, Bob.
3-0 now.
And all of a sudden, he's looking a little jittery out there to start the 6th.
Let's go, Tom.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. On to first with it is Hill, 1 away.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Number 7 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. And he knows the speed heading down the line, so he won't even risk the throw, and that should go down as an infield single.
And that's one of those where even if he fields this thing cleanly, he was going to have a tough time squaring those shoulders back up and then throwing all the way across his body. But once it doesn't find the pocket, forget it. It's going to be an infield hit.
Doug Bernier will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here. And he struck him out.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitch you're just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
Anthony Rizzo will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 7th inning coming up. Diamondbacks lead this one 1-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front, and before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Pedro Strop is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Pedro Strop.
Mark Trumbo will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Mark Trumbo.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. And this is fouled at the plate. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Yeah, and late in a close game like this, that would have been a good leadoff base runner to have. And he definitely hits this ball hard. It's just pretty much right at the glove.
One gone now in the Arizona 7th, and set to go the second baseman, Aaron Hill. Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Number 7 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And this is fouled back and out of play. And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
And you can tell by the way these guys are swinging. They're just not picking the ball up very well. A lot of late swings. Pitches are getting on these guys quick.
Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. So a solo shot there from Kurt Suzuki. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Oof, that's a mistaken location right here, and it could wind up really coming back to haunt him. This is a solo home run, and it makes this a 2-run lead now. And with the way their starters thrown the ball so far, it may wind up being all he needs.
Kyle Farnsworth will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. DJ LeMahieu will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 9, DJ LeMahieu.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
The 1-0 pitch. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 2-0 Arizona.
Your attention, please.
Called to the bullpen here as the hard-throwing right-hander Joaquin Benoit gets the assignment. Ben Zobrist will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Change-up, little bit inside, 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
The 2-0 on the way. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. And Hill's going to look this one in for out number 1.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Chris Coughlin will dig in. He singled his last time around. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Sammy Sosa will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the 1-1. Now a ball softly hit out to short. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Nolan Arenado will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Come on, Cubs.
First pitch coming. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw not in time. He's in there at second.
And And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
Looking good, Pop. Looking good.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0. Marcell Ozuna will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Center fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
And this is fouled back and out of play. That's slowly hit to the right side. And he'll just flip this one underhanded to first to record the out. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. Adeiny Echeverria will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Michael Lee will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through.
All right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. One-two pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Number 7 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Oliver Perez is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Oliver Perez.
Miguel Montero will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Miguel Montero.
And this likely won't help much as the first pitch of the inning is hit on the ground to short. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. This ball's not hit hard at all, but it's in a spot where it's going to work out perfectly for him. And he's on base to start this inning with an infield single.
Javier Baez will step in, a ground out victim as last time.
All right, come.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1.
Okay, base hit now.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two.
Woo!
1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Full count now, 3-2.
And here's where you really need to take a deep breath and throw your best pitch out there. In a game like this, you can't afford to lose this guy and put runners on first and second with nobody out.
Boy, really making him work now as the seventh pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Wellington Castillo will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Wellington Castillo.
Woo!
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Keep it going.
The look by Perez, now the pitch. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Doug Bernier will dig in. Took a called 3rd strike his last time. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. One 0. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They're down 2-0. Ryan Sweeney is into the ball game now as he assumes duties in center field.
Ryan Sweeney.
Thomas will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A little bit outside. 2-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
Now here's a swing and a fly ball out to center for the new man just inserted into the ball game. Sweeney is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
Matt Kemp will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Too high. 1-2. Line hard deep into left. And now he has some trouble with it in left. He's around first on his way to second now. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Nearly a great play out and left. You'll see him jump for this ball and not quite be able to pull it in. That's going to get over his head and wind up a double.
Mark Trumbo will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll be back in standing up. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Runner breaks for third. Pitch inside the throw.
I don't think he's too thrilled with himself behind the plate. It's hard to say for sure, but if he puts this ball in the bag, I think he's got a good shot at getting him at third. Instead, this one's high. You might even be fortunate it's not down the line and the runner's able to slide in safely.
Now a ball lined into left field. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that'll build the lead up to 3 here in the top of the 9th.
Nice. He really sat on the fastball there. He squared it up perfectly, drove it into left field. He'll be rewarded with an RBI as he picks up that runner from third base.
Jason Mott will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
Jason Mott.
Aaron Hill will stand in with a run in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. (1-0) on the way. And Hill able to lay off again. It's 2-0 now.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Here's a hard-hit ball back up the middle. Bare-handed for 1. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Cubs nothing. There's Arizona manager Kirk Gibson on his way to home plate, lineup card in hand, so one would assume we're going to see a double switch here. Brad Ziegler is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 29, Brad Ziegler. Now playing second base and batting in the 9th.
Nick Hundley will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
All right, Nick.
Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Water, get you out of here. Here we go.
Now a swing, and like a magnet, here's a ground ball to the new guy just into the ball game out at second. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Ben Zobrist will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he takes ball one.
And that pitch is just a little bit easier to lay off when you're opposite-handed up there, because you can see the sweep of that pitch coming all the way in.
And this will be fouled away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Chris Coughlin, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
He may be the closer, but he is opening up a real can of worms here. Putting another guy on base with a walk, that's not going to help things.
Wandy Rodriguez will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Wandy Rodriguez.
Chris Coughlin will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now a ball lined hard toward right center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Sammy Sosa will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Lee is there, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Well, this certainly is not any kind of a routine play out there. As you can see, this ball is slicing away from him, but he's still got his sights on it all the way, and he gets over there to make the play.
Nolan Arenado will stand in as their last chance now.
Let's send this guy to the shower. Let's get some runs here.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
Here's the 1-1. Sticking with the soft stuff here as this misses. It's 2-1. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Oh, he got his pitch, and this one's lined into center. That's a base hit. And he is out at the plate, trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game, too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here, 3-1. So long from Wrigleyville.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run, 8 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.